abreast. Get informed on news roundup. It even gets better. Do you think you know Nigeria? Answer 3 questions correctly and be one of our daily winners on quizzes. It is the full package. Let's take you back, way back on African Vibes. Let's celebrate the African people, the rich cultures across borders, the languages, the good food, and wealth of excellence on African Vibes. Join me every Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja.
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
93.7 Citizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
Thank you for joining us on Insights. That's on Citizen FM 93.7. My name is Lawrence Umotte. Yes, that's that time of the day where we take a look at what is happening in our polity. It's still political season. On Saturday, the 8th of March, elections will be held in over 1,000 constituencies, 28 states for the governorship elections, over 900 state constituency elections for the Houses of Assembly, and over 20 Senate and House of Representatives elections that were earlier postponed during the 25th of February this year. On Insights, we shall continue our election series on the governorship and legislative elections. My guest is Mohammed Esu, who is a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress and is also a former national chairmanship aspirant. Thank you for joining us, Mohammed.
Thank you very much, Citizen FM, for this wonderful opportunity again.
Yes, Mohammed, it's been a while that we saw you on Insight. What happened? You abandoned us for politics, or what was it?
Yeah, actually, at that period of time, we've been busy campaigning from state to state.
I know. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Mohammed is joining us from Niger State, and I'm sure as a chieftain of the party, he has joined his colleagues. Everyone is returning to their constituency because this election is local, and everyone will want to pull his or her weight in his constituency. Anyway, you can join our live stream on YouTube by typing in Citizen FM 93.7, and don't also forget that you can listen to us online on www.citizenfm.ng, and our social media platforms are also there for you to interact with us on Facebook at Citizen FM Abuja, on Instagram at Citizen FM 937, and also on Twitter at Citizen FM 937. So, Mohammed, for starters, generally, how is the campaign going in Niger State so far?
Yes, I think now the both political parties, APC and PDP, are on top gear of their campaign. And they virtually reaching out all the nooks and crannies of this to make sure that the electorate on the upcoming Saturday election, which I believe they are in ways on top gear. And from the information we are getting from the Independent National Electoral Commission, I think the election of Saturday is sacrosanct because virtually materials are on the way, and coalitions, officers, and all the INEC officials are on standby to receive the materials to various local governments.
Okay, Mohammed, thank you for that update, actually. Now, before we even look at the governorship election, you are aware of what happened in the last 2 weeks after the presidential and national assembly election. INEC is going into the preparation for this election with a perception, especially from the opposition parties, of a trust deficit. How do you think INEC will pull this through?
I think based on that election that was organized on the 25th of February, and the cry by the opposition to make INEC be on their toes to give Nigerians the elections that they are yearning for, so that it will be credible and free. INEC will step on, be able to amend some of their mistakes and be able to do what is needful so that the Nigerians will know that they are ready for it and they are ready to give Nigerians the best elections ever. But, Nigerians are still in doubt. Most Nigerians are still in doubt about that election because of the uploading of the Beavers IRF result and so many other things. But we have another opportunity, ample opportunity within their image that they did what is needful to make sure that all the actors in the election will go home and know that they lose, if they win earlier gallantry.
Mohammed, you also know that the issue of violence and electoral offenses have been high up there in terms of concerns for a lot of Nigerians, and even for the electoral management body and even security agencies. Yesterday, INEC met with the National Security Advisor and some other security chiefs, and they advised politicians, political players, big players like you, to rein in your supporters. Is this just talking, or is it going to have any effect on how politicians behave?
I think the security agents should be able to start working before even coming to INEC and reassured INEC by looking at the utterances and so many things that is coming out from some of our colleagues who are key players in these elections. Frankly, for ourselves, in this election, it has polarized the country more based on some issues that are getting up towards the 25th February election, based on religion, ethnicity, and so many things. If you look at not, we should go beyond pettiness and we should go beyond what is happening now. After 22 years or 23 years of active democracy, we should be able to move beyond that religion, politics of ethnicity, and so many things. And that's why the security agents should have been working, not even giving a sound warning now. They should have started working so that people now know that they are really on top of the situation. But I believe with what is happening now and the kind of calls against Nigerians, it will raise our consciousness in so many things. But if not, I think this election has polarized this country, and I believe that after this election, we should be able to unite. Election will come and go, and Nigeria will remain as one entity.
Well, Mohammed, before we go on, I just want to, I don't know, because I am not a politician, and each time I see or hear about violence perpetrated by political party members, most times on the allegation of being sponsored by political bigwigs. You are a major player as far as elections are concerned in this country. I just want to find out from your mind, what goes on in your mind? When I mean your mind, I mean politicians like you. What goes on in your mind when you people prepare for election? What kind of things, how does violence factor in elections like this?
Yes, violence definitely sometimes when everybody is there to win, not to look at other ways. And when you are there to win by hook or by crook, you do anything possible to make sure that you become victorious. And if you couldn't see the victory coming to your side, you look at a way to disrupt the process. But that is not democracy. That's going to be a forceful way of putting yourself on top of people. I think, and that's why we need to reorient ourselves as politicians. This is not the last hope of you participating in the electoral process. If you do this 4 years, next year there's ample opportunity for you to prepare a ground for yourself again to participate. But what is happening now? Let's be frankly speaking to ourselves. Our elections have been monetized, have been so much monetized in the essence that everybody has now put a lot of resources in just a common election. Look at now for a state assembly or being a governor, for example, you spend billions of naira, and maybe you went further to look other ways around to. After if you are looking at that is going to affect, so that you can't be on.
Hello.
The INEC should also look at the way this election is. This election is too monetized. It's too expensive for our democracy at this critical time, and that's what is bringing up violence. And we should be able to detect the kind of thing that is in the government, because people are not looking at service again. People have seen election as way of an investment or business. It's not about services again. People are looking at it a way of putting their resources and gaining something later. And it shouldn't be that. It's about looking at how we can improve on the livelihood of citizens, how you are going to help your country grow better and be able to change the narrative. But this other way around. And that's why it's quite unfortunate we're finding ourselves in this situation of do or die politics.
Okay, let's do a little bit of data analysis now. In the presidential election, you are from Niger State. In the presidential election, your party won overall. From the results released by INEC, your presidential candidate won by about 37%. In Niger State, your party won the presidential election by 44%, 44.5%. So that means in Niger State, 53, or maybe let's just say 54.5% of the people living in Niger State did not vote for your party. In the just hold on. In the presidential election, 63% of Nigerians did not vote for your presidential candidate. That's for the presidential election. And we all know that every politics is local. We are going into the governorship election. Are we likely to see this pattern?
Yes, that election came with so many dynamics. And when people look at that election, and that's why I was telling you that this election of 2019, 2023 came with a three-tripod election. It came with religion angle, it came with ethnicity angle, and it came with political angle. And so many things have happened in that election that was changing the narrative of the whole process. But I believe that will not happen in this election, because in these two elections, there is one tradition in Niger where it's a zoning system of a governorship election, where now it has been zoned to one section of the state, which is a zone A, where the native speaking people. Mm-hmm. And the major candidates, which are PDP and APC, are from this two Now it's now two other zones because virtually all of them have a ground. If you look at it, it will be a different for that what happened in the 23rd February. And the electoral now will understand because let's be frankly speaking, APC is a party in the state, is the party that is in the government, and the Niger has not been don't want to align with opposition. In the history of Niger State, even including PDP, you will see that Nigers always go with the top. And that is why this election they are now seeing as like a walkover on the APC. Why? Now they've won the presidency. The president-elect is from the APC, and they would like to align with the center. And that's why this election, virtually it's like peaceful, it's going to be peaceful in Niger. The only thing is that you won't stop the PDP from doing what is needful to grab it from behind. And the democracy is part of it that will make it suitable.
All right, Mohammed, we need to take a short break now. And when we return, we will look at some of the dynamics of Niger politics as far as the governorship and the House of Assembly elections are concerned. Please don't go away. Insights will return in a moment.
93.7 Citizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty and that women have to be there. So
I want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls and women, also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. This is to inform the general public that the holy month of Ramadan, the month of impactful rewards, and the month of blessings is here again. Therefore, we beseech Muslim faithfuls to sponsor our Ramadan programs such as Call to Prayers, Tafsir Quran, Qira'atul Quran, Ramadan Talks, Women of Jannah, Paradise, specially designed for the Muslimah, Children's Program for our young upcoming Ustaz, Dawn Program, Sahur Special, live on Citizen FM, and many more. Allah says, who will loan Allah a beautiful loan on earth, and Allah will build a house for him or her in Jannah. Talk to us today. Please call 0806 397 7823, 0812 0043990, or 0817 3964218. Let's partner to make it a Ramadan to remember.
Marhaban, marhaban, Ramadan Kareem. Marhaban, marhaban, Ramadan Kareem.
Celebrating our cultural pride is our core essence. Let's bring people together through communication as we say we would. Join us on Melting Pot every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. as we meet elders from our different ethnic groups in Nigeria and bring you closer to your roots. Live on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Melting pot. Don't miss it.
Gentlemen, welcome to Super Citizen at Sunset on Citizen FM 93.7. This is the fun-packed radio show you heard about. Did you miss any one of our programming today? Join me, Didi, from the Citizen Pot when we run through our programs from sunrise. Stay abreast, get informed on news roundup. It even gets better. Do you think you know Nigeria? Answer 3 questions correctly and be one of our daily winners on Quizzes. It is the full package. Let's take you back, way back on African Vibes. Let's celebrate the African people, the rich cultures across borders, the languages, the good food and wealth of excellence on African Vibes. Join me every Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja.
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
93.7 Citizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
Thank you for staying tuned. It's still Insight on Citizen FM 93.7. My name is Lawrence Umotte, and my guest is Mohammed Etu, who is a chieftain of the APC. He's also former national chairmanship aspirant of the party. And together we are taking a look at the governorship elections and also the elections into the state houses of assembly across the country. Don't forget, you can join us on our live stream on YouTube. Just type in Citizen FM 93.7, and also you can listen to us online on www.citizenfm.ng. And if you want to interact with us on our social media platforms, there are 3 of them available now. On Facebook at Citizen FM Abuja, on Instagram at Citizen FM 937, and also on Twitter at Citizen FM 937. And also the phone lines are open. You can call us on 0818 2222 206 or 0818 2222 205. You can also call us on 0903 2222 797. Any of these numbers, let's talk. You can also send us a WhatsApp message, and we will be glad to react to any of the questions or opinion. Anything, just let us know where you're writing in from, and we'll take it up from there. Okay, Mohammed, thank you so much for standing by. Hello, Mohammed, you still there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, okay. I said thank you so much for standing by. Let's look at the other issues. It looks like a season of realignment of political forces, and this is not unexpected in politics, especially high level politicking in a country like Nigeria. In the last 1 or 2 weeks, several political parties, the big ones, have been meeting with the smaller party, and a lot has been going on. What exactly is going on in Niger State, for example, in terms of realignment of forces?
Yes, I think you are right by saying that we're in a season of political realignment, because after the presidential election.
Hello, Mohammed. Your line seems to be faulty. Okay, maybe we'll get back to you because we can.
Are you with me?
Yes, we can get you now.
Yes, I said, right now we are in the political realignment. After the February election, everybody wants to align with the center and see how they can be part of the system in the next 4 years. And that is exactly what is happening in Niger. You can see there's a gain of defections from the opposition to the ruling party in the state after the February 20 election. The former two-time gubernatorial candidate of PDP, Honorable Omar Nasku, has also joined forces with the current candidate of APC in Niger State, which is Honorable Omar Mohamed Babu. And we have a candidate of the SDP and so many political parties who have also joined forces with him. And as of yesterday, we also had some party members of the Labour Party, some parts of the Labour Party have joined forces with the PDP. And that is the beauty of the whole thing now. I've told you earlier on that the election is going to be two-horse race. It's going to be between PDP and APC in the state. And the way things are going now, as I told you earlier on, Niger always wants to be in the center. Even in 1999, that the Obasanjo administration, Niger is the PDP. In 2015, that after the Muhammadu Buhari election, Niger, every big wing of the party have switched over to the APC and formed the government. And exactly what is happening in the state right now. But the candidate of PDP is strong, and the way I told you that it's not going to be an election that everybody will go back to Umar after the election. And right now, virtually everybody are campaigning to the links and clans of the state. Everybody is trying to woo the electorate in so many ways with their campaign manifestos and the promises that the Niger will get in the next few years. Now, let's look at how it will play in the next election. I have told you that we have 3 senatorial zones, and we have the issue, we have zoning arrangement in the state. Now, the zone that the current governor is predominantly APC zone, and the zone that is going to take over is going to be divided between PDP and APC. Even though the APC is strong and the PDP candidate is strong, it's now left for the zones to understand who the other zones are going to pick in the next election. And we have the other zones that in the next 4 years, in the next 8 years, they are also expecting to take over from the current zone that we emerge as the governor. In which they are looking at it that who are we going to support so that our zones will have a hit-free arrangement of taking over from this zone. That is the dynamics of Niger for you. And that's now the governorship. The governorship candidate of APC is a current House of Rep member in another zone, which is the which is the Niger East Senatorial. Now he's going back to his home base where his maternal and paternal home is, which is the Bida and which is the Nupe speaking area. He's going there again to take over and win the election. That is why he has a lot of advantages. We have a structure here already existing, and he's going back home with the structure of the party and the APC in the zone to take over. And that is why the PDP candidate is also finding it hard to hit the zone of Niger East with so many things. But one good thing, there's what is playing in the Niger, which we've not seen before, the religious politics. it's quite unfortunate we find ourselves in this. The PDP guy has picked a Christian deputy governor, while the APC guy has picked a Muslim deputy governor. But that's not an issue. In 1999 stroke, 2007, it was Christian and Muslim ticket, which is late Governor Kure and Dr. James Zazaini. In 2007 stroke 2015, it was Muslim ticket. There's no issue on that. In 2015, up to date, it's still a Muslim ticket. There's no issue on that. But we've seen what serious damage for him.
Hello.
Quite unfortunate.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
There's one serious issue that is coming up in Nigeria, which is quite unfortunate. We find ourselves, which is religious card. Don't think it will all go well for us, because Nigeria is a peace-loving state where you can see father and mother, they are from different religious angles, and the children are from different parts of the religion. But I don't think it will play much role in this election. But the politicians, the way we are trying to gain something from it, which is I don't think it will make an impact at all. But what I'm telling you that APC gubernatorial candidate is a current House of Rep member from another zone, and is now going to his own ancestral home to go and contest for election. That's one advantage he has fully. He has been a top-time member of Rep in Mina Metropolis. In the first history of Niger, there's not been a person that has been elected in Mina as a two-time House of Rep, but 2 times. But now, today, he has been a top-time member of Rep. That is why his political doggedness has given other opposition, people that are jumping to his camp, seeing that he has a brighter future of winning this election.
Okay.
But we don't know what will play. Elections is going on, the campaign is still going on, and even 24 hours to election, anything can happen. But as it can, it's tonight.
Oh, okay. Mohammed, can you hear me, Mohammed?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. I said, okay. Yeah, we've listened to you speak so glowingly about the APC and Niger State, but a major setback for some people, as far as Niger State is concerned, is the insecurity challenge, the issue of banditry and so many other things. Yes, some people may say this is a national problem or a federal problem, but Niger State, the APC has not been able to play its part. I'm talking about the state government in terms of trying to address some of these insecurity challenges.
Yes, I think, you see, those are the kind of things that the PDP candidate is using and is gaining.
But this is a reality. It's a reality. It's not a political stuff. It's reality. What is on ground?
Exactly. I'm bringing you on board. I want to give you how it doesn't much affect us here, because one, people have now realized that it's a national thing, and the state government doesn't have a strong power to work on the security aspect of it. But they believe that with the coming of APC, and that is why you can see the 2022 February election was very tight for both political parties in Niger, because a lot of people are now saying that it's an APC thing. But now the gubernatorial election is another different thing. Because people know that it's exclusively right of the federal government to protect them. The state government only can just give a kind of succor or when some things happen, or give a support, and that's why it's not playing. And mind you, the deputy governor candidate of APC is from the and is a very strong grassroots mobilizer there. That's why I can see that they couldn't have much gain on that. But it's also playing with some elitist people who believe that APC can do better. But another thing that is affecting the party in the state is this cashless policy thing. People are now seeing it that party as APC has put them in so many things that even now they can't be able to access a common money to buy a little bit at home, and they are not seen as the policy of the party. But the gubernatorial candidate of APC, as I told you, is a grassroots mobilizer and is a real politician. All those things doesn't bring much distraction to him. What I tell you is that Niger wants to align with the federal, and those are the things that is playing. And that is why you can see former gubernatorial, 2-time gubernatorial candidate and a son of a general in the state, which is Honorable Umotte Nasu, have kicked tent with the party, which is APC. And those are the things that is gathering more. Now,
okay. All right. Mohammed, as a politician and also a grassroots mobilizer, how has the Naira swap, the cashless policy, how has this affected you and your colleagues in terms of moving around and in terms of reaching out to the electorate?
Yes, seriously, it has been affecting the entire campaign of the because we can't reach out. Because that there is no cash to move around, even logistics-wise. You can see that if you want to buy even for, because like Niger, you can't go to a police station now. Some of the police stations will tell you that they don't have cashless machines, all the POS, they need cash. And how can you even get a logistics-wise to move around to go and campaign? Now, what I see politicians, my friends and other colleagues are doing now, they are reverting back to other ways of campaigning by wooing the electorate with foodstuffs, so many things that immediate needs of the people. They are now going to the market and get the immediate need of the people instead of moving around with cash. You know, those are the things that is playing out in my state now. But actually, it has affected us and it has made the campaign vigorous for the current ruling party in the state.
But there are some who are also relieved that at least money bags, especially the people in the big parties, cannot afford to buy votes the way they were doing before.
You know, people just make assumption that buying votes. Now, I can tell you, in fact, some of the agents of the last election were not even mobilized because of this cashless policy. It's gone beyond buying votes. How did you move your some of the people that will protect your vote? There is incident that happened in one of the local governments where the ruling party lost the election because people that will monitor there don't even have the cash to go to the polling unit, and even the returning officer of the local government was not able to go to the local government because there is no cash. You know, those are the things that people fail to understand. It's not about buying the vote. But logistics-wise, how did you campaign? How did you move around? How did you protect your vote? Because you need money to buy fuel. And I told you that Niger, there are a lot of filling stations in Niger that doesn't even want to go on cashless. They are still collecting cash. How did you get the cash to even buy the fuel to travel to your locality? Those are the challenges that we are facing in the state. And it's not only for APC, but even the PDP, I think so.
Okay, Mohammed, in the last 1 or 2 weeks or thereabout, after the presidential election, there's been a lot of news, a lot of story about government of national unity, which your party is proposing. I know that you should be in the know if things like this are happening. Is there any truth to this, or is it just a rumor?
You know, after election, one beauty thing about Nigerian democracy and most of our politicians is, after election we became one family. How can we be one family? It's by uniting the system. First and foremost, anybody that wants now have one thing to start up with to unite the country. How can you unite the country? Call on the opposition to come and join you in the system. If they join you in the system, it will help give people hope that these people are working together. And I think Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is a politician I know, is open to that government of national unity. He has called on all the people, the actors in the last election, that let's come and join hands and move this country forward. The election has come and gone. The next thing is, how can we be able to give Nigerians the dividend of democracy? And it's open. It's not something hidden. It's even been pronounced by the president-elect. And even in the Niger, as you see, I told you before, or across some states, it's going to be governor of national unity. And how can you unite the country by not embracing the opposition? That will give them a sense of belonging that the state is what is in their mind to build, and the country is what in their mind to also build.
Okay, Mohammed, I remember that the last time you were on Insight, I put this question to you because during your national convention to choose a national chairman, you were one of the aspirants. And one of the things that were said then was that for those of you who voluntarily withdrew for the eventual winner, your monies will be returned to you. Has that been done now?
It has not been done. And those are the challenges that our party has been facing in the last few months. One thing about because what is happening is there is a presidential directive that everybody that steps down so that we have a rank-free convention is nomination money should be returned to him, but it has not been done. I don't know what the National Working Committee are planning. I don't know what is on ground, but we believe that if it's not done now, the next government that is coming will make sure that they enforce it and the money will be returned. Because those are the things that will give party men confidence about the political party. Those are the things that we've been saying. The rewarding system. A lot of people have gone to that election. Some of them are still going. They are still, in fact, some of them have gone back to their villages. They can't even do anything again. And that's why the party itself, the president-elect, should look at the nitty-gritty of all those things to be able to bring everybody on board. There are a lot of people that agree with this party. But I believe the person that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the politician who understands how to take people on board. How can a president give an order and the party is still reneging from that order? It's quite unfortunate. The president order has not been followed and everybody kept quiet. But I know that Ashwagi is aware of that and he will take action on it.
Okay, finally, Mohammed, before I let you go, elections on Saturday will also see people being elected into the State House of Assembly. Niger State, for example, just like in other states, virtually the State Assembly is believed to be just like an extension of the executive branch of government. Is there any plan going forward to see how we can, as a nation, start getting a fresh recruitment process for members of the legislative arm of government?
That is another very, very important aspect of government. That is legislatures. The way we practice our democracy here, we allowed some of kind of interest. Because in Niger, I can tell you that we have about 26 members of assembly and 27 members of assembly, but I can't guarantee that all are going to be won by the APD. What I'm trying to tell you now is that but that's the beauty of the old democracy. It will give the government sense of direction because they are not coming there to just sit down. And if they are sitting down, but what we've seen in this democracy is a lot of people, in the end of the day, that they will come and they will also align with the ruling party. But what I'm calling on everybody is that we should have a strong legislation so that it will give the government of the day a run for the system, because we can't be docile all the time. We can't be yes sir thing. It's not everything that is going to be suited by the citizens. Definitely, these are the people that are going to carry the yearnings of the citizens to the government. And we must have people that are courageous, people that are ready to speak for the people at the state assemblies, who can be able to checkmate the excesses of some governors. Because it's not all the governors that are kind of liberal to the system. Some of them are hardened to the system. And we must have people that will check the system so that the system will grow and our democracy will grow.
Okay, finally, Mohammed, elections in 3 days' time or thereabouts. What do you see ahead? Your final words.
Yes, I see a free fair election, and I think if INEC do their homework very well, I think the gladiators will go back home. And this, if I don't think we have situation in the court of law. I'm just go back home and just some condition. But if I don't think our courts will be a resting place for the judges, because virtually everybody will be on the court in the next election. But we don't pray so, and I pray that the election will be history, and the all citizens will understand that the election will come and go, and Nigeria will remain one united. And we love this country than any other thing.
Well, Mohammed, thank you so much for joining us on Insight today from Niger State. Thank you so much. And we hope that maybe after the elections, when you return to Abuja, we may have you on the program for a post-mortem.
By God's willing, thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity.
All right. So that's a package on Insight. My guest has been Mohammed Esu, who is a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress and a former national chairmanship aspirant. And he has been talking about the governorship election in Niger State and the election into the State House of Assembly. So that's how it's going to be. We'll return tomorrow with perhaps the grand finale of the election series before the eventual elections on Saturday. My name is Lawrence Umotte. Enjoy the rest of your day.